Hey, everybody. We're back again with another episode of 5 First Dates. All right. We are on episode 3, I believe. Let us see who is going to be dating. And this is the individual. It is Ramal. Ramal right here. It's going to be, he's about, I would say like 6'4", 6'5". So the tallest one yet. All right. So, see if we can get a better view of him. Oh. All right. All right. There's Ramal. He's 22, nightclub host. All right. I don't know what a nightclub host is. Wow. What kind of job would that be? He's like promoting the club? I don't know. It's a strange job. All right. But I guess he gets to talk to people all day, so he's probably good making conversation. So it's good for a dating situation. All right, let's get to the guys he's going to be dating. Hold on. No, no. Where's their names? Where are their names showing up? They can't possibly expect me to remember the names, right? Oh, no, no, no. Must have missed it. Okay, there's one. All right, this individual here is Martin. Martin is 23, customer service. All right, so obviously he's a talker as well. He can talk the talk. Yeah, I don't trust people that talk a lot, to be honest, because they've just learned over time to sort of manipulate their personality and sort of put their best foot forward. So I don't really trust them. You're good at talking to people. You're probably good at hiding who you really are. So, all right, there we go. All right. See right here. First one, Martin, right there. What's next? Come on. Oh, there we go. No, it's too far. I should have just done the names back to back, but it don't for some reason. I guess some people aren't as interesting as others. All right, so we have Leo over here. Believe he's Brazilian. All right, Leo. So Martin, Leo, Ramal. All right, I'm gonna try to remember these names. All right. This right here is Tommy. Tommy right there. So Martin, Leo, Tommy. Ooh, no. Then we have here, we have Joe. Joe. Joe said something interesting. He used to be fat, and he said he lost weight, and all of a sudden everybody's all over him. So before he got no attention, and he lost weight, now he's getting a bunch of attention, which is an odd thing to say because it should be obvious that people are more attractive when they're not overweight. But he made a point to say that. I don't know if there are more people out there who think for some reason that it's odd that people are more attracted to you when you're not fat, but it's not. It's natural. Weird. Then we have this one individual here, Larry. Larry is the least talkative. Don't really know much about him, but he did like write. He was the first one to make like a sexual joke, I guess, that was kind of off color. And he just went from saying nothing to just all of a sudden he's making sexual jokes. Larry, 26. I guess he's the oldest. That's probably why he's not as talkative. Interior design student. All right, it's a student. All right, I think that's everyone. So we have Ramal. Is it Marty? Marty, Leo, Tommy, and Joe and Larry. I believe that's it. All right. So let's get into the first day. The first day, everyone is introducing themselves. Larry made that off-color joke that kind of turned Ramal off. Everyone is attracted to Ramal because he's tall and yeah, tall and he's a good-looking dude. But I guess he's most attracted to Joe because he just thinks Joe looks good. I think that's it. And he kind of was into Leo because Leo's Brazilian and he was talking about cooking for him and all this stuff. And he's also a bartender and he made him a special drink that he quite enjoyed. I think that was the highlights. Of course, Marty was talking a lot, so there was that. They have that in common. They're very personable, I guess. So I think that was the first day. What else happened? All right. So he kind of interviewed them individually, kind of talked to them a little bit. He didn't get to know everyone. So some people like Tommy didn't really talk much to him. Tommy and Larry didn't talk much to him. Most of the effort came from Joe, Marty, and what's the third one? Joe, and right, Leo. Leo made a lot of effort, but Leo was trying to cook some traditional Brazilian food for him, and he didn't really like that, so he kind of denied the food, and he just wanted pizza instead. So they made the pizza, but Leo still tried again. He still cooked the food and he still offered it to him, but he just said no. All right, so there's that. Good, they ate around, talked a lot. I don't know if they really got to know each other. Oh, there was an interesting thing that happened. When they were at the table, Ramal asked them all if they were a top or a bottom. Most of them weren't really, they felt offended by that conversation because, you know, LGBTQ, I guess it's rude to ask that. But I respected them for actually asking the question because I didn't know this, but apparently in the gay community, there's a lot of guys that pretend and just act like they're one or the other to get whatever guy they're interested in, and then it turns out that they're not really that way. But Ramal asked because he's submissive and he's only a bottom. He doesn't switch off like that. So he wants because he even said when in the beginning he's attracted to a masculine man. He wants a manly man because he never really had a father growing up, and he's more attracted to that kind of energy, which is difficult as he's 6'5". Like, are you kidding me, dude? Like, how many masculine men are you gonna find being that, you know, that much bigger than a dude? Like, it's very difficult. But but he asked that question because of that reason. And I freaking respect to him, man. He like, this is the kind of thing that people are, nowadays is very popular to go LGBTQ, all this nonsense, but no, but they keep promoting the group identities instead of the individuals, the individual person, the nuance of individual people. That way people can actually get to know you and you can integrate more into normal society because people know a little bit more about what to expect, what to talk about, what not to talk about, and they can actually relate to you more. So I freaking respect him for that. He freaking went for it. He felt no shame in actually asking the question. So good on him. Unfortunately, all the guys that he has to choose from are not very masculine, but hey, it's the kind of thing you kind of get with the, with being gay. It's just most of the guys are just not going to be masculine. Well, not most. I don't know if it's most, but it seems like not many are really going to be masculine. So it's time to decide who goes home. And his choice was obviously Larry, because Larry was the only one that kind of made him uncomfortable with that joke. All right. I think he was talking about if he had too many drinks or something, he's going to end up making out with him, something like that. Just off the cuff, kind of right off the bat. So Larry ended up going home, which leaves Marty, Leo, Tommy, and Joe. All right. So that's one less to worry about. And after that, it's time for them to choose their rooms, I guess, and where they're going to sleep. Leo, right away, takes Tommy's bag to put it in his room so him and Tommy can sleep in the same room. And Tommy took Ramal's bag to carry it to his room because he wanted to kind of impress him a little bit. So yeah, I don't know what was coming of that, but I mean, everyone went to bed. And then while they were in bed, see right here, Leo over here decided to make a move on Tommy. And yeah, because apparently Tommy was more his type. So he made a move, he tried to get into his bed, he got into his bed for a little bit for like cuddles, and then Tommy told him to kind of get back to his bed, but he was able to get a kiss from him, and yeah, so it was, I wasn't surprised that that would happen, but I expected it would happen more, that especially when it's same sex, that the guys would be more into each other rather than just the person that they're there to date. It's just going to happen, especially if it's all girls as well. Same thing is probably going to happen. Like girls are going to be into each other as well as whoever they're there to date. All right. The only way you get that kind of exclusivity is in heterosexual couples. So that happened. All right. And the next day they kind of tried to hide it. No one really knew what was going on with them. But Tommy seemed to like Leo. Leo is more interested in Tommy, and he's not really concentrating on Ramal, but he wants to kind of stay so he can get to know Tommy more. So he's kind of just playing the game at this point. Joe apparently is very competitive. See right here. And he did a push-up he challenged Marty to a push-up competition. So they did that to sort of impress Ramal. You can see Tommy and Tommy and Leo over here. And they're sort of playing a very quiet game, but they're not really making much moves on Ramal, but they're kind of making him seem like they're still interested, even though they're kind of interested in each other. So I don't think anything interesting came from that. They just kind of did the competition. Marty talked about he was a goalkeeper, and they just kind of talked about coming out and all that stuff in the stories. about when they came out. I don't really care, to be honest with you. Just like live your life. It's kind of like people that always talking about uh, high school when they're grown ass people, but like I can understand with them, they're like in their early 20s, so they're gonna talk about stuff like that. But like I don't care. Like you're grown at this point. Like that's years ago. Get over it. Like it's not that interesting. So they talk back and forth. Uh, yeah. It says second day, and they have to decide, because it's difficult to decide who's going to go from the ones that are still left. All right. Talking. Oh, they went. We had a little situation here where Tommy and Leo kind of snuck off to have a kiss behind everyone's back. And it's time for, I suppose, a date with Ramal's friends, so they can meet all the guys and kind of help them make a decision. So they went to a bar. Oh, oops. All right, you see right here, these are Ramal's friends. Let's see if I can get a better image of them. There we go. All right, these are his friends right here. I mean, this one right here. I'll definitely go for this one. Out of the two, I'll definitely go for this one right here. So they went on date. They talked to all the guys. They didn't really talk to the guys that much. More his friends just kind of just explained his background and his life, about his dad leaving when he was 6, and him. It was just him and his mom and all this stuff, and that he's only recently out. He's only been out for like a couple of months or something like that. Yeah. So they sort of do that. I don't know. I don't know how effective that is to sort of just uh, talk about the person that they're there to date more than them. Try to get to know them and see what's a good choice. But they did that, and then they separated a little bit, and it was just Ramal and his friends, and they're all kind of giving him advice, and the advice was matching up with what he was thinking, which was Marty and Joe are the ones that are really more about him and more his speed and more his type. They were saying Joe is more his type. Marty's actually Marty might be interesting and fun, and the other two they were just like they're not sure about them. So I mean, which is good because they are kind of into each other instead. So that. So I could skip a lot of drama. Well, not much drama, but just like them trying to hide their little secret of kind of being into each other. All right, so it's time again to choose who's going to leave, because it's the end of the day. And Ramal chose Leo to go. And as Leo is leaving, they sort of played it off like nothing was going on with them. And Tommy tried to play it off like it was fine and he was going to stay, but in the end he decided to call Ramal aside and let him know that he was more into Tommy, and he was more into Leo, and that he was going to leave. All right, and he told everybody, and he left, and you can see right here. They met up in the taxi because I left at the same time, and yeah, I guess they went to a hotel together, and that's the end of their love story. So we're down to 2. We're down to Marty and Joe. All right. forth. All right, so Joe decided to make some effort, and he decided to cook this time for Ramal. So he cooked a whole meal. Marty doesn't really know how to cook, so he decided to dress his best. He's going to compete with how he's going to dress, I guess. So he did that. All right, they sit down at the table. They had dinner. Not much happened. Just talk, talk, talk. In the end, it's time to choose. And Ramal decided to choose Joe, sending Marty home. And yeah, that's the end. Let's see at the end what happened with their relationship. All right. See right here. Right, Ramal and Joe decided they're not right for each other. There we go. And decided to be single. So it didn't work out. All right. I don't think it would have worked out with the other guy either. They're just young and just going through life. And plus, I think I didn't mention this, Joe also has a son, I believe. He was in a relationship with a woman that was like his best friend for a long time, and they have a kid together. He's not bi, he said he's not bi, but yeah, he was doing that, and he has a kid. Yeah, I guess they're just in different stages in their lives, so just didn't work out. All right. And it's probably just a distance thing. It's probably just because they don't live in the same area. Well, who knows? Anyways, that is the end of that. All right. Get back to my workout. See you on the next one.